Hello, welcome back to Taylor Benjamin or Taylor B movie reviews, and I'm so excited to be back. And as you can see, I have all my movies. I love it. And as you can tell, they're in alphabetical order because I like to be organized, unlike some other people. Anywho, I just watched The Witches. Woo! Anyway, oh, before I begin, if you like movie content, Oscar stuff, and just celebrity stuff, like and subscribe. You're not going to miss out. So, anyway, just do that. So, just hit that little like thing because, who doesn't like a thumbs up? Anywho, like I said, I just watched The Witches tonight, and that is on HBO Max. And that was very nice of HBO Max to give us this movie that was intended for theaters for free if you're already an HBO subscriber, like I am. Um, because they didn't want to do the same thing that Disney Plus did with Mulan. I mean, Disney Plus. I have Disney Plus. And I like Disney Plus, but I think what they did with Mulan was not very good. And I mean, but someone had to be the one that tries it first. The guinea pig. But anywho, so I think HBO Max learned from Disney Plus because, as you all know, Mulan was on Disney Plus, but you had to hit the Premier Access for $29.99. That's great for a family, but if you're like me and you're single, I'm not paying $30 to watch Mulan. I mean, I could have seen it in theaters for $8. No, thank you. No, no. The Disney Plus, no, no, no. And I don't. And the movie Mulan didn't get the very best reviews. It's either you liked it or you didn't. Um, and I don't think that helped their service. And last week, I guess you could buy Mulan on iTunes for $29.99 and get bonus features, which they didn't supply for the Disney Plus subscribers. If I was a Disney Plus subscriber who did rent Mulan for $30, I'd be pissed. But thankfully, I didn't. So, but I know that Mulan will be on Disney Plus December 4th. So I will watch it then and review it. But anyway, back to where I was going. HBO Max. So HBO Max gave us this treat, The Witches, in October. Perfect time for it to come out since it is kind of a Halloweenish, witches themed. So thank you, HBO Max. I appreciate it. I'm a very happy HBO subscriber, and that was very nice of you to do that because theaters are still closed. So anyhow, and HBO Max doesn't have the most subscribers, so I think offering this high caliber movie that they intended to make hopefully a lot of money at the box office um, for free if you're an HBO subscriber. So I think families or people that don't have HBO Max, I think some of them would subscribe just to watch The Witches. So I think that's a smart move on HBO Max. Hopefully it's successful for them so we can get other films like this as well if theaters don't open soon. Um, so like I said, thank you HBO Max. Um, by the way, if you don't have HBO Max and you want to watch The Witches, would you get HBO Max? Just wondering. You can comment down below. Anyway, so The Witches. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It wasn't amazing, and but I did enjoy it. I thought Octavia Spencer, who plays the grandma, did a fine job. I mean, it's a typical Octavia Spencer performance. It was nothing new. We've seen her kind of be sassy, like in The Help, which she won her Oscar for, and In the Shape of Water, which she was also nominated. And she's very good at being that kind of sassy, feisty woman who talks really fast and, you know, very sarcastic. But if I lost my parents like this boy does in the first 5 minutes of the movie, no, that's not like a spoiler. It happens in the first 5 minutes. Um, I'd be so happy to have her as my grandma taking care of me. Like I thought the beginning part with her trying to warm up to him were like really sweet, and I was like laughing, and so I thought good casting, Warner Brothers for Octavia Spencer. I thought she did a fine job. It's not a stretch for her as an actor, but we always enjoy the performance from her. So thank you, Warner Brothers. Thank you for putting a smile on my face tonight. Now, I think the main ingredient of why this movie was enjoyable was Anne Hathaway. Oh my gosh. She really dived into this role, and she may have been over the top at times, but it worked. I don't remember. seeing Anne Hathaway have this much fun in a role since she was in The Princess Diaries as Mia. I think that, yeah, Mia in The Princess Diaries. I mean, since then, I haven't seen her in a role where she, like, you could tell that she's having fun. In this movie, you can tell, and it really extends from the screen, and that made me enjoy the movie more. And I thought she was the main ingredient of this film for why it's at least somewhat successful. So kudos to Anne Hathaway. I don't think this movie's gonna get awards recognition. If it were, it'd be for Anne Hathaway and possibly a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress in a Comedy or Musical. And I don't know the competition, but as of right now, I would choose her in my lineup. I thought she did a great job. Every time she was on the screen, I was captivated. She was funny, mesmerizing, a little scary at times. Um, but she did a great job. She was the best part of the movie for me. Um, but the movie wasn't amazing to me because I felt like there wasn't really a direction of like where. I mean, it's based off a book, Roald Dahl. So they had the book as a source, but it kind of felt like things were just kind of going with the flow. If you've seen it, maybe you understand what I mean. Where it's just like, oh, this is what's gonna happen, or this is what they're gonna do, and then this, and then this. It's just like it felt like, oh, okay, like okay, and I mean things just sort of went. It wasn't like high stress or so that would be I think the biggest complaint is that they could have spiced up a little bit, maybe add some more tension to it. Like the kid actors, the kid actors did fine. They did a good job. But I felt like as a kid, I'd be more terrified if I was a mouse. It seemed like it kind of just, like I said, just kind of went with the flow. I was like, oh, I'm a mouse now. Oh, great. Now this is what we have to do. You know, um, but I think this movie is really resonating with kids. My nephews, my sister texted me. She said that my nephews watched it twice today. So that kids are having a blast with this movie. So I think HBO Max is going to get some subscribers because of what they're doing with The Witches. I'm not sure how many. I guess we'll have to find out if Warner Brothers releases their numbers. They don't have to, since it wasn't released in theaters. They don't have to release their numbers. But when they do their quarter meetings, they'll be able to say if they got more subscribers or not. And I know HBO Max I think they still have a deal where it's $11.99 for a full year. And then after that year, it's back to $14.99. So, I think even if you only have it for a month, I think paying $11.99 to watch The Witches is a good deal. It's a good deal. I mean, like I said, I still enjoyed the movie, even though I thought that there were some flaws in it. Kind of like what I said, that was the biggest flaw I had. But it's still fun, and like if you're an Anne Hathaway fan or an Octavia Spencer fan, you're going to enjoy this movie. I mean, it's like you're just going to enjoy it. So the last review I did for the Trial of the Chicago 7, I did base it out of 10. This I think for now I'm just gonna do it based out of 4 stars. That little 10 was a little stressful for me. I don't want to put that stress on me, and it's like 9:11 at night, so I don't want to do that. So out of 4 stars, I would give The Witches 2.5 out of 4, and that's mainly because of Anne Hathaway. I don't if Anne Hathaway wasn't in this role, um, this part was made for her. I can't imagine another actress doing what she did with it. It was you could tell that she was just having so much fun, and it's like it's over the top. But this is a role where you can do that. And I thought Octavia Spencer played nicely against her. They contemplate. No, what's that word I'm thinking of? They worked they worked well together. Um, so like I said, 2.5 out of 4. I enjoyed it. Now, please comment down below if you don't have HBO Max. Would watching The Witches make you want to get HBO Max? Let me know. Or what did you guys think of The Witches? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Like, what did you think? I think it's great for kids. A little scary at times. So if you're child sensitive, maybe not. But I think overall, kids are gonna have a fun time with this. It's every kid's dream to kind of go against the adults, bad guys, kind of like Home Alone. I mean, this movie's not like Home Alone, but where the kids are kind of in charge. So that's my review of The Witches. Hopefully you liked it. And if you like this review, you can always like and subscribe. And tomorrow I'll be watching On the Rocks the new Sofia Coppola movie that's on Apple Plus. I think it's Apple TV Plus. So look towards to that review. All right, see you next time.